We have Jon Jones absolutely furious over Islam Makhachev being called the new GOAT, Paddy Pimblett having his massive fight purse withheld over the dumbest rule in MMA history, and Merab Dvalishvili fiercely defending Ilia Topuria. Before we continue, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on daily MMA updates.
Jon Jones just made the worst argument when it comes to the UFC GOAT debate. He came onto Twitter talking about how he heard there's a new GOAT in town about Islam Makhachev. And he posts a graphic of the title fight wins. And in this graphic, you could see that Jon Jones has the most title fight wins in UFC history, while Makhachev is only at 7. It's an argument a lot of people like to use against Makhachev. But title fight wins is the most useless and outdated reference when it comes to the UFC GOAT debate, and here's why. Here's a little reformed version of the graphic. Everybody's UFC win streak of the fighters that Jones had in the graphic before their first UFC title shot. Of these fighters with all these unbelievable UFC title wins, their win streak to get to the title was minimal, while Makhachev had to win 10 fights in a row to get to the UFC title. Back then, the sport was brand new. Back then, it was a lot easier to get yourself to UFC title. It's not the same today, especially for a particular group of fighters. And if you don't want to count Jones throwing an illegal shot at the time as a loss, well, in total, 6 wins for Jones before he fought to a title, and 11 for Makhachev. 5 more wins for Makhachev. Title fight wins is an outdated statistic. You know it. I know it. Get your head out of your ass. Most wins in UFC history for Islam Makhachev right now, alongside a better level of competition, alongside a better and tougher 2-division schedule, and 10 finishes across that 17-fight win streak. Title fight wins is a load of garbage to use.
We kick things off with massive pushback from the heavyweight champion, as Jon Jones is absolutely refusing to let the MMA community crown a new greatest of all time. Following Islam Makhachev's spectacular title defense at UFC 330, the global fanbase immediately started labeling the Dagestani champion as the new pound-for-pound GOAT. However, Jon Jones quickly took to X to aggressively reject that entire narrative, reminding everyone exactly who holds the most records. Jones was visibly frustrated by the sudden lack of respect for his legacy. He shared a viral statistical graphic comparing his legendary 16 undisputed UFC title fight victories directly against Islam's much smaller tally. Jones blasted the fans, writing, "I log on to social media, and here there's a new GOAT? I'm so confused. Somebody make it make sense to me."
Sorry, Nick.
The MMA world remains heavily divided on the topic. Die-hard Jon Jones fans rushed to his defense, completely agreeing that Bones is the only true GOAT of the sport. However, newer fans argue that Islam's current activity and sheer dominance makes him the king of the modern era. Is Jon Jones still the undisputed greatest of all time? Or has Islam Makhachev actually taken his spot? Let us know down below.
The Paddy Pimblett.
The man is a world-class fighter, and he's a very, very dangerous operator. Also, an awesome guy. He just is, right? People love this guy. That's why, because he's awesome, he's hilarious, and he backs it up inside the octagon. Now, what am I talking about with the purse being withheld? Well, it all goes back to when he beat Benoit Saint-Denis. And what did he do? He celebrated. He jumped on the cage, like a lot of fighters do. He wasn't the only one that night that jumped on the cage. No, Max Holloway did it, Gable Steveson did it, and they're also under investigation. And they may have their purses withheld, or they potentially are going to get fined thousands of dollars. Now, this is utterly ridiculous. I hate this rule.
This is number one bull.
Moving on to some absolutely ridiculous regulatory drama. Paddy Pimblett is currently fighting the Nevada State Athletic Commission just to get his hard-earned paycheck. It has been officially confirmed that the NSAC has entirely withheld Paddy Pimblett's massive fight purse following his latest spectacular victory. The extreme disciplinary action, which was also handed down to Max Holloway recently, stems from the fighters jumping over the top of the cage fence to celebrate with the crowd. The commission claims scaling the fence violates strict safety protocols, but fighters and analysts are absolutely furious at the extreme financial punishment. UFC Hall of Famer Michael Bisping and Daniel Cormier have publicly blasted the NSAC, officially labeling it the dumbest rule in all of MMA. Cormier argued that stealing a fighter's entire paycheck over a harmless, emotional post-fight celebration is a massive abuse of power.
And then what did he do? Max, Paddy and Gabe, they all jumped on top of the cage like we all do. I did it at UFC 199, which was in California, which is one of the strictest ones in the world. A lot of fighters jump on top of the cage. It's one of the best bits. You want to celebrate. You've just won in front of 20,000 people, in front of millions of people watching live all over the world. You're allowed to celebrate winning. Certainly if you've just won the world title. Boxers do it in a boxing ring. They jump on the ropes and salute the crowd. That happens all the time, and apparently there's no issue with that. But if MMA fighters jump on top of the cage, well, then they're going to get fined. They might have their purses withheld. It is utter, absolute dog shit. It's nonsense. It's a crime. It is the Athletic Commissions trying to get a few bucks for themselves.
The global fan base is entirely siding with the fighters on this controversy. Fans on Reddit strongly echoed the exact same sentiment, with the top comment reading, "Imagine risking your life in a literal cage fight, and the state steals your paycheck because you sat on a fence. Absolute robbery. Is the Athletic Commission justified in holding their purses, or is this rule completely outdated?" Tell us what you think in the comments.
When people was disrespect Ilia,
Okay.
yes, so many people that time disrespect Ilia's hard work, and Ilia, we all know that in Ilia go war, since first round he was broken, he was fighting with broken arbor, and then if somebody breaks this bone, they cannot even write down them name. Ilia was fighting. He go war 4 rounds after this, and he even broke the second one. And then what Ilia has done, and then some people find the moment and then they disrespect Ilia. So and then fuck those people who the disrespect Ilia, my brother, or any warrior. Even we are fighters. Yes, sometimes we lose, sometimes we win. This is the risk what we are taking, but we just need the respect.
Next up, the bond between the Georgian superstars remains incredibly strong, as Merab Dvalishvili has stepped up to fiercely defend Ilia Topuria from relentless online trolls. Over the past week, online haters have aggressively targeted Ilia Topuria, harshly criticizing his record and mocking him over previous injuries, including a broken orbital bone. In response, top contender Merab Dvalishvili completely shut down the disrespect and fired back at the critics on social media. Merab did not mince words, aggressively defending his close friend's elite resume. He stated that any fan who sits behind a keyboard and disrespects a true warrior like Topuria has absolutely zero understanding of real fighting. Furthermore, both Merab and Topuria recently doubled down on their controversial GOAT takes, with both Georgian stars publicly making it clear that they rank Jon Jones significantly higher than Khabib Nurmagomedov and Islam Makhachev.
Maybe somebody can say good fighter, that fighter, bad fighter, but disrespect, make fun of fighter, which this is not good.
How is he doing? I'm assuming you've talked to him recently. How is he feeling?
As you guys all see, he's having a great time. He's enjoying life. He's always been like this. He's such a happy guy. He's a very lover, big heart, with friends and family, and he's doing very good. And he's fine. When he will come back, he will get back the belt, and he will beat everybody. Nobody can stop him. And he's the best. And you guys already know, but
The MMA community had a massive reaction to Merab's loyalty. Fans on X loved the unwavering support between the countrymen, with one viral tweet noting, "The Georgian fighters stick together no matter what. You don't want to mess with that camp." Do you agree with Merab and Topuria that Jon Jones is a better GOAT than Khabib and Islam? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Shifting gears to the lightweight division, legendary striker Edson Barboza has just delivered a blunt message to the UFC brass regarding his future, while crowning his official successor. According to official reports from Sherdog this week, Edson Barboza has made it crystal clear that his recent retirement is 100% final. Despite massive offers and promoters attempting to lure him back into the cage for one last highlight reel, Barboza has officially completely shut the door on any potential comeback. While Barboza is officially done fighting, he is incredibly excited about the next generation of Brazilian strikers. When asked about fast-rising knockout artist Mauricio Ruffi, who is stepping in on short notice at UFC 331, Barboza offered massive praise. The veteran legend confidently stated that he sees plenty of himself in the surging contender, flat-out calling Ruffi an improved version of himself.
Edson Barboza retired tonight after like 15 years fighting for the UFC and everything. What is his legacy to you in this company?
He's such a great kid, and he's been in so many wars. And yeah, I mean, we really like him. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say other than he's an absolute savage. Been awesome having him, fight in this company, and we really respect him and like him a lot.
MMA analysts are absolutely stunned by the sheer level of respect Barboza is showing the newcomer. Hardcore fans on Reddit praised the legendary veteran for passing the torch so gracefully, with one fan posting, "If Edson Barboza says you have elite striking, the rest of the division should be absolutely terrified." Is Mauricio Ruffi truly the second coming of Edson Barboza in the lightweight division? Sound off down below.
This is just a quick message for Paulo Costa. Don't tag me, don't mention me in your post, because you have an offer from UFC to fight me October or November. I'm waiting for the contract for this fight. And if you don't want to fight me, don't mention me, don't speak about me.
Finally, we turn our attention to the light heavyweight division, where former champion Yuri Prochazka has abruptly killed a massive rumor that was circulating across the internet. Over the past 48 hours, wild rumors began rapidly spreading across social media, claiming that the UFC was actively booking a blockbuster interim title fight between Yuri Prochazka and the heavily criticized Paulo Costa. The rumored matchup sent the fanbase into an absolute frenzy, but Prochazka wasted no time shutting the entire thing down. The Czech samurai addressed the media today, firmly stating that there is absolutely zero truth to the Costa fight rumors. Prochazka remains focused on capturing the undisputed gold and has no interest in entertaining fake matchups generated for internet clickbait.
So far, Lord, I can't change.
The fanbase was slightly disappointed, but completely understood Yuri's stance. Chael Sonnen discussed the rumors on his channel, noting that Paulo Costa talks himself into a lot of massive fights online that simply never materialize in reality. Fans on X agreed, telling Costa to actually sign a contract instead of just tweeting about it. Who should Yuri Prochazka fight next in his quest to reclaim the light heavyweight championship? Let us know your matchmaking picks in the comments. That wraps up today's biggest MMA stories. But before we go, let's take a look at the top comments from our last video regarding Charles Oliveira's withdrawal from UFC 331. User MMAJunkie99 said, "Some things are way bigger than fighting. Charles needs to be with his family right now. The division can wait." And user Fight Fanatic added, "Taking on Arman Tsarukyan on short notice is insane, but if Mauricio Ruffi lands a clean shot, it will be the greatest upset ever." If you want to be featured in our next video, make sure to drop a comment below. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the MMA Zone, and we will see you guys in the next one.